Mortefi is such a fun character to play. We're going to hop into Hologram 3 here and tackle this solo. Now, even though he's a buffer, right, he gives 38% heavy damage bonus to anybody you want, right, with his outro skill. So you can be buffing GN pretty crazy, and that is why he is his best support. But when you're playing him DPS, he does pretty good damage as well, because his skill actually refreshes once his forte meter is up, right? So the more instances of attack you deal, he's going to build up that meter, and then you're going to be able to completely refresh that cooldown of your skill, and it's going to do an increased multiplier of damage as well. So as you can see, every single time that forte meter comes up, we get an extra skill. And now, once we can dodge, if we have enough time, we can actually trigger the Inferno Rider, right? That's the Echo I chose for this, the 4-cost boss. And what it does is, if you can actually hit the 3rd hit, right, you're going to get a 12% fusion damage bonus plus a 12% basic attack bonus. So for a normal Mortefi, right, you wouldn't benefit from it too much. However, in a DPS Mortefi, you definitely benefit from the basic damage too. Perfect. Now, we do want to make sure we only do those Inferno Rider hits when we do have a good opening. So either after the Kafka Boom or after the Kamehameha. The purple version. I don't know, the alien... the Dark Frieza Kamehameha, whatever it is. But yeah, since he's a pistol user, we're not going to be able to actually parry at all, so we're just going to have to dodge counter everything. Beautiful. Kafka ult. No detonation going on there. Now his ult, right, is going to make every time we do a basic or a heavy attack, we're not going to do heavy attacks in this case, but we're going to be doing an extra instance of damage. So those smaller numbers, those 230s, 270s that you see, those are going to be that Mercado damage or Mercata damage from the ult. Little coordinated hits, kind of like official, you know? Beautiful. Now here, what we have to do is dodge a couple more times, and we should be in the clear. Come on, Mortefi. Oh, that's really okay. Come on. We're almost there. We're almost there. Finish this. Oh. Skill issue. Skill issue. Skill issue.
Let's do this another way.
Boom. There it is. Solo Mortefi. So here's the Mortefi that we used for the build. Now he has 120 energy regen, not that it really matters too much inside the solo run, and he's 46 over 227 with 1300 attack. Now we achieved this by not only using the static mist, right? So this is the 5-star pistol. I would actually recommend, once you guys do get that 5-star selector, if you guys don't get a 5-star weapon earlier, go for the pistol or the sword, right? I really like those options because you can use them on just a ton of characters, and comparatively to the other three, I think these two have quite a bit of value. Now here for the echo cost, we actually went for a 5 set of the fusion, and the Inferno Rider here, crit rate is better, right? I would prefer crit rate, but look at these rolls. I mean, look at these rolls. I don't know how it rolled like this, so I'm using it. I'm using crit damage. I don't even care. Now, for the fusion damage one, to get a fusion damage on set is hard, so we kind of have to settle for what we get. So I haven't even gotten a second option to see if I can get better than this one. Now, we went attack. It is a little bit worse than 2 fusion damage bonuses, but it is not too bad, especially if the rolls are okay, and I like these rolls quite a bit. Now, for the 1 costs, the attack percent, obviously, really want to aim for crit rate and crit damage. Now, if specifically on Mortefi, right, you can actually go Resonance Liberation damage bonus too, because that is how he's going to be doing a ton of his damage when he's normally supporting. Now, when you go DPS, then you want more attack, crit rate, crit damage, just mainly for his increased skill damage and just more for those basic attacks as well. And for the final one, this Fusion Warrior here, same thing, attack, resonance, liberation, and the crit damage doesn't hurt as well. Now, for the rest of Mortefi, as you can see, if we hop into this kit here, right, so he's got his normal basic attack, nothing too special going on here. He can do the mid-air attacks because he is a pistol user, right? So those are kind of fun to use. Now, when it comes into the skill, he's just going to pretty much launch fire towards the enemy. But the cool part is that this skill can get refreshed with his forte, right? Now, he's going to gain up to 100 annoyance every single time he deals either a normal attack, an intro skill, a resonance skill, or well, that's pretty much it, right? Also the passionate variation, right? So this thing too. everything he's going to gain this annoyance, especially if you're running him on field, and then you're just going to be able to refresh, just like you saw in the run, this skill a ton of times for some extra 209% damage multiplier. If we look at the difference here, that's about like a 70-ish, 170% increase just in pure multiplier when it comes to these two attacks. Now, ult. His ult is so good, so great. It's pretty much like an off-field support. You're going to have him attack every single time you deal an instance of attack. So when the on-field character basics, 1. Heavy attack equals 2. That's why he's such a good heavy attack support. Not to mention he's got this outro skill that the next character that you bring in, right, is going to gain 38% heavy attack damage for 14 seconds. Pretty damn good. Amazing, actually. Now, for this first skill that you're able to unlock, after casting the skill, the damage of the Forte is going to be increased for 25%, right, for 8 seconds. So we are going to get some pretty nice hits on this Forte damage. Fury Fugue. Yeah. Now, if we hop into the resonances for Mortefi, now I got pretty lucky on Jian's banner. I somehow missed all of my Donjins, but we do rock the C6 Mortefi. Now, his Eidolons are great. C4 is the best. We're going to run through them, though. During Resonance Liberation Burning Rhapsody, when Mortefi launches coordinated attacks, the on-field character performs the Resonance skills. You're going to be dealing 2 extra Mercado damage. So on top of the basic attack and the heavy attacks getting the extra attacks, now skills will also get the same heavy attack damage increase with the coordinated damage. Now, his 2 is after the Echo skill. He's going to gain an extra 10 energy. A ton of other characters have this. It's pretty standard. During the ult, the crit damage of the extra hits is going to be increased by 30%. Pretty damn good. This is the good one. 7% increased up on your ult. 7% extra is pretty crazy, because if we hop into the duration really quick here, you're going to notice that it is 10 seconds. 10 to 17 is almost just a double in the time that you have him. It's actually crazy, his C4. Now, his C5, right, when you use the skill or the, the Forte, 4 more Resonance Liberation Mercado hits will be fire, dealing extra damage, but these will be reduced. So that's pretty damn crazy, because if you have his ult up and then you skill or do his Forte, you're just going to get a ton of extra hits. And pretty standard, the C6 for a bunch of these supports. Once you use your Resonance Liberation, everybody's attack increased by 20%. Great supporting Eidolon, great for his own damage, great for the DPS's damage. Just overall, a great character. Wow, Mortefi is genuinely so fun to use. But that is the video. Let me know what you guys thought. Join the Discord, comment, like the video, and thanks for watching. Adios.